All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your Ice Dragon, RayronVR, and today we're going to take a look at the Bachmann Trains 2024 catalog. I did look through this a little bit. I probably got like halfway through it, and there was some interesting finds and just some things I kind of just want to laugh because, yeah, it's quite interesting to talk about. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. All right, so this is the Bachmann Trains 2024. Again, Bachmann is known for entry-level type of equipment, a little less on the detail side. They got a lot of train sets, and Bachmann is one of those companies that needs to be around because we got to have some affordable train sets and entry-level equipment, so that way the up-and-coming generation can get into the hobby. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this catalog. First off, there's 340 pages worth. We'll try to get through this. So we got some Christmas stuff here. Interesting. You guys know I love Christmassy type of trains. So definitely props to Bachmann for just going ham on the fantasy Christmas stuff. So you can see all the pages here. A lot of independent freight cars, which I am definitely going to be looking for, especially when it comes to the reindeer. Love to have a train, nothing but reindeer like that. So something that's on the horizon for me. And then we got some other N scale ON30 stuff here that I'm just going to skip through because, again, it's not particularly my scale. Large scale, we got H.O. Thomas and Friends here. Again, you can just see their general lineup, which is, again, pretty cool. It gets people into the hobby. That's the big thing about Thomas. So you can see some of the new things they got here. Rebecca coming in, which is pretty cool. She's a streamlined engine, so that'll be kind of neat to see. Some more freight for the Thomas line here. Some N-scale Thomas here. And we're getting some figurines too, which is pretty cool. Okay, this one caught me off guard a little bit. So Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey, Bachmann has the official license to sell. And now they're starting to expand their collection of freight cars. So now we got, or not freight cars, excuse me, passenger cars. So now they have the generator car, which I found pretty interesting. And then they have a fantasy scheme steam engine here, which is okay, sure. It is what it is. I like fantasy cars. That one's probably a little bit of a stretch for me. And then we also got a set that's going to be coming out here, which is pretty interesting. Some more general sets that they have here. Okay, let's come to the big one that I don't want to laugh at it, but I'm going to because, oof. Okay, so we've got, oh man, oh my god, I just realized it's ready E for DCC. It's not even DCC. Okay, I'm trying to keep a straight face on this one. So we've got 1, 2 engines, and then the 3-car set. And it is suggested at the MSRP of $800. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to keep it together because normally I don't want to speak about prices. But dear God, Bachmann, what are you thinking? And it's powered sound and DCC ready locomotive, which means you got to put a decoder in there. So I'm gonna be generous here and suspect that the dealer price. I'm gonna be nice here and say maybe $600 dealership price. We'll see what happens, but wow, they are really paying for that Amtrak license and that exclusivity probably. They're coming with this Easy Track Bachmann. They got a controller 81 by 41 foot over, but if this price sticks to dealers, I would be amazed because for $800, even for a little bit less, you could potentially get the Rapido Amtrak kind of bullet train equivalent. The name escapes me. I think it's not the Aero train, I don't think. But anyways, for that price, you are basically comparing to the same price as the Rapido set that has DCC, that has all the bells and whistles, that's heavily decorated, and it looks really fantastic. And even for that price too, you're getting close to even some of the hybrid brass locomotives from Broadway Limited. And to be honest, I would rather go after those engines than go after, an $800 bullet train that doesn't even have DCC. So I I don't know about that price, man. That's insane to me that it's that high. Yeah, that's crazy. So this is a hefty pass for me. I was looking forward to potentially getting this set, but for that price, yikes. No, that's a pass for me because I'd rather use my money to get a Rapido Amtrak passenger set thing. So yeah, definitely passing on that, unfortunately. So we got some more Christmas sets here. So I'm just gonna kind of blast through this because I really want to talk about that Acela set. Because when I saw the price tag on it, it's like, ooh, it made me laugh a little too hard. And I'm still trying to keep it in because man, that's a steep price. All right, so we got some other passenger cars here. The Freedom Train, which I'll probably go after in the future because I do want this particular car. But again, MSRP at 400. We're looking at maybe 350, 300 retail price. It's still kind of steep to go after it right now, and I'd rather just get the passenger set. So we got this entry level. I believe this is a $550 GS4 locomotive set that they got here. Again, I can't see if this is no, this is DC as well. This is probably gonna be DCC ready. But again, for that price, just go after the BLI locomotive, and I think it'll perform so much better than the Bachmann here. So again, I would just save your money and get the passenger cars from like River Rossi or some older brand Atherin Blue Box passenger cars. I think you'll be more satisfied on that. But anyways, let's keep rolling here. Some more sets. Basic generic sets that you guys have probably seen before. So again, we're just gonna flip through the catalog here. Here's our NYC locomotives, and they do have TCS Wow Sound, which I'm praising Bachmann for this because the TCS Wow decoders are actually really good. I've got it on my Amtrak Charger diesel and absolutely love it. Definitely up there as my top 5 favorite decoders. So we got some other ones here. They've also got economies in the Western 611. But again, I would wait for scale trains to see what they do with their 611 before I would think about getting a Bachmann. Again, we have the decoders here. So this one's scared. This one's at $489 for the economy. Again, this is suggested MSRP. I would imagine that this will probably come down to maybe 350, 400 in the real retail market. But again, for like $150 more, you can get that BLI that just came out. I would strongly suggest just waiting or saving up your money to get that one instead of even though this is an economy and I'm a big fan of this soundtracks, I just like that BLI a lot more. But again, just suggestions and my general thoughts on things. Again, take everything I say with just a grain of salt. So we got some other engines here. Looks like they're coming out with the USRA as well. Pretty cool. This is DCC ready with a 21 pin. So let's see how much. 359. That's not too bad. Probably around 300 once it comes out in the dealers. So let's see. We got some outgoes here. A lot of steam coming out for Bachmann this year. All with the economy decoders, which is good. Looks like we're coming out some Pennsylvania Railroad, a Northern here, and the 060s. All right, let's continue to power through here. So we just got more HO stuff here, more Amtrak. Here's the Via Wow Sound. Again, I would not pay $495 for this. Get it on sale. I see a lot of sales in Train World, especially here. $495 again. That's crazy. I've seen it near $250, which is I think the price I paid for mine when it went on sale. So definitely get these on sale. Don't get it MSRP. Again, recommendations. So we got some more Chargers here. We've got some other diesels, a Dash 8 and Dash 9. Now, this is the one that's pretty cool. This is something I heavily praise Bachmann for. They've got Tsunami 2s installed for their particular C36 engines here. And they don't say a particular price, which is interesting. Yeah, so no price there. Looks like this one's going to be $279 for this economy decoders. Again, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad of a price. But again, would you rather go with Bachmann or would you rather go with like scale trains, for example? So again, it's just where do you value? All right, ST40s, nothing there. Looks like we got National Railways of Mexico. New York Central for there. Let's see, just a lot of GP. I was like they're coming out with their GP40s, DCC ready as well. Again, I would wait for scale trains. So this one kind of caught me off guard. So they got the GP38-2, and they're coming out with the Missouri Pacific. These are DCC ready at $185 each. That's not a bad price. That'll come down to like maybe $150 in dealership. I think that's actually a pretty good price. And we also got the Amtrak here as well. So I've already got a -2, so I probably will pass on this. But the Amtrak one's kind of appealing a little bit. And this, and here we go. We got the BL2. Now, you guys know that I love the BL2s. But Bachmann, you didn't come out with Mopac. Like, that's a popular one. And the Rock Island's also popular as well. I would probably go after the Rock Island one. But I've been wanting a newer generation of BL2s. So I'm hoping Rapido may come out with BL2s. That's something I'm going to try to suggest. I'm definitely going to suggest it to BLI as well. But I want to see more BL2 love. So I'm glad that Bachmann's coming out with these. So, and we'll see how successful they are. But definitely looking at that Rock Island. DCC on board. Doesn't say the type of decoder. I'm pretty sure this is a homemade from Bachmann at $269 a piece. Probably get it for like $200. So, yeah, I wish it was a different decoder. I wish it was an economy decoder. But, yeah, it is what it is. So they got the 44 tonners, the kind with Amtrak, and an unlettered and undecaled. Big fan of that, because then we can change that into Mopac. And with Tsunami 2, so, but god dang it, Bachmann. $399 a piece for these things. Oof. Again, get these on sale. Get it from a dealer. They'll probably be a little bit cheaper. That's insane to me. That's kind of crazy. Anyways. So we've got these streetcars. We've got each of these cars here for $139, probably $100 a piece. But again, this is just one of those things that, you know, you can get a really fancy Rapido coach car for that price too. So, or even an Amtrak extension from Rapido for those particular trains. So, it's tough for me to even justify these things. Some more coaches for their Acela and for their Siemens Ventura passenger cars here. More Amtrak coaches, more coaches here. Again, coming out with Norfolk and Western. Looks like a lot of New York Central and Norfolk and Western as well. How much are these cars? These cars are $85 a piece. Hopefully, they'll come down to the range of $65. Because then that wouldn't be too much of a bad deal. I just wish they had Mopac. Again, I'm always biased towards Mopac. So, what can I say? And some old style coaches here. Again, not really my thing. Modern stuff. Cool. More modern. Again, nothing that really catches my eye. CSX, cool cars there. Looks like we've got a Christmas coal mine car, which is pretty cool. Probably grab something like that for my Christmas train. Montana Rail Link, Northern Pacific, interesting box cars there. Cleaner cars. Some more Christmassy themed box car. So again, I'll be paying attention to those because I want to expand my Christmas train a little bit. Some express reefers here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And I love their animated stock cars. Again, I give props where it's due. Again, I was talking about the reindeer, but now they're expanding to cattle. They got horses. It's pretty cool. Oh, we got Texas Pacific cattle car, so that's something I'll probably look into. Some new tanker cars. Let's see. Some spiced cedar. So again, I'm trying to get all again more props to Bachmann for coming out with Christmassy themed coaches or freight cars. Excuse me, can't think right now. Still coil cars because that seems to be all the craze lately. So everyone's got to have their coil cars. All right, let's see here. Nothing too crazy there. Nothing new. We got some more. Oh yeah, these are all the transfer caboose bay windows. I've got my Missouri Pacific. Again, I didn't pay that price because that's absolutely ridiculous. I got mine for like half or 50% when I got it, so pretty darn good. Nothing too crazy there. Okay, looks like we got some more switch tracks. Looks like they are changing their design here a little bit on the turnouts. I see that they got this covered up here because that used to be all open. Looks like they got some couplers here. They're concrete, easy track. Cool. Yeah, and all their standard easy track. I don't see anything too crazy here. All right, and looks like this is all N scale. I'm gonna breeze through this because I'm not N scaler. Again, I'm biased towards HO. So we're just gonna blitz through this. See if there's anything that really pops up. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got some decorated CN cars. That's interesting. Looks like they're coming out with some military stuff. Again, I would recommend microtrains, or if you got a 3D printer, just 3D print your military stuff. It's just the way to go. It's so much cheaper. This is ON30. Again, not too big on ON30. Large scale. Yeah, again, not into large scale right now. Some scenery stuff. Plasticville stuff. Yeah, nothing is really jumping out. Williams product line. Cool. And that's the end. So, yeah, that is basically the quick review of the 2024 catalog. Again, I just focus on HO because N-Scale, ON30, all that stuff, I'm not into that. So I try to focus on the things that I would potentially be interested in. The biggest shocker for me is the new Acela bullet train. That caught me off guard, that it was going to be that expensive. And especially not having DCC. Like, you got to install your DCC as well. So you got obviously tack on the price of DCC decoder, keep alive. I think it's got speakers in it. Let's see here. So you have powered sound and DCC, right? So I think there is a speaker in here. Working directional, LED lights, dish lights, and so forth. So yeah, oof. Again, for $7.99, that's kind of crazy. I actually want to go and see how much. Hang on. I want to do something for that price. Let's go to Rapido. Because I'm curious how much that Amtrak set is. Because now I'm really curious. Just for the sake of comparison. Okay, they also got 44 tonners as well. So let me also look at that. Because Bachmann was saying around $4.99. The 44 tonners. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the price tags. Give me a hot minute here. I don't think I see one. Okay, let's take a look at the sounds. Okay, so 44 tonners you saw from Bachmann were for $4.99. I'm pretty sure that's got to be a typo because that's ridiculous. And so the 44 tonners from Rapido, you got a whole bunch of scales here. And this one is $2.99 DCC with sound. So, yeah, I would 100%, if you're going to go with the 44 tonner, just go with Rapido. And that's just with the MSRP. It's probably going to come down a little bit from a dealer. So I'll probably say like a $250. So almost half the price from what Bachmann's offering. And they come with so much undecorated as well. I didn't realize how many undecorated ones they had here. So, yeah, again, it just seems so... Again, these business decisions just kill me sometimes. I understand that there's a lot behind the scenes, and I'm talking from a customer standpoint. I'm not actually working there, so again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's kind of interesting. I'm just glad there's other manufacturers because I can compare and contrast the two and give my honest feedback on things. I'm still trying to find that Amtrak passenger set here, just because I want to do a comparison. Let's do complete trains. Turboliner, that's it. Okay, let's take a look at the Turboliner set here. Let's see if I can get to the pricing. Okay, so, and this is why I really wanted to check. DCC with sound. I want a 3-car set. That's DC silent. This is DCC with sound. Okay, so I stand a little bit corrected. It's a little more expensive than I thought. So here's just the 2 engines, a 2-car set, and that is $650. And then for the 3-car set, it's $1,000, but I've seen that cheaper at dealers. Let me go to a dealer to see what the actual price is. So let me see if Trainworld has it. So I really want to be honest in the review here. So let's see, Turboliner. I want DCC with sound to give it a fair comparison. Yeah, so take a look at this, guys. Let's take a look at this. So from a dealer, so for the Amtrak Acela train, going for almost $800, and let's just be fair. Let's say it's, 50% off. We'll say $499 for the Acela bullet train. You still got to keep in mind, and this is also N scale. Hang on, I just saw that was N scale. So give me 1 second. We'll go turbo. I want this in HO scale. Turboliner. Come on. You can do it, computer. Okay, so that's N scale, HO scale. N scale. Come on, give me HO. Give me HO. That's DC and silent. That's DCC HO. Okay. So, again, it is a bit expensive. So, it's hard to compare. The Acela is $800. And if that stays true, which it probably won't, it'll probably come down to, again, to be nice, I'll say 50%. So it'll be about $499. So it is a cheaper option. If you put a decoder in there, that'll probably come up to $500, maybe $600, depending after you get all the keep alives and everything. So with giving a fair comparison, the Acela in there for our estimated sales price is still a little bit cheaper than the Rapido. But for $150 more, you get basically this set with a lot more details, DCC ready to go for this particular set. So honestly, if I had to choose between either the Bachmann Acela or the Rapido HO scale, I would go with the Turboliner in a heartbeat, just over Bachmann. So that's my personal preference, and just for the price, I think we can compare that. So yeah, it's interesting. So again, just a little bit of a science experiment to see, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you get the new Acela Bachmann set? Me personally, I'll probably end up passing. I would say wait until it goes on sale for like the holidays, maybe Black Friday, or just see if we can get it at a dealership, maybe a train show. But for me personally, I would just go after the Rapido Turboliner set. So it's very interesting from Bachmann. So with that, guys, thank you so much for kind of listening onto a little bit of a ramble, I guess you can say. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.